Hi friends, gratitude for your presence, gratitude also for your commitment, for your health and your well-being and staying connected to your practice and your yoga community online. So welcome to my yoga recording studio, aka also known as the lower level or my basement. So you're going to need at least one block if you use a chair, 2 blocks if you're going to sit on the floor, 1 block if you're going to use a stool. So the most important thing in yoga is to realize and accept where you are in your body physically, where you are mentally, where you are in your practice. So only do what you can do at this present moment. And that's the best place to start. Start where you are. So you're either going to have your chair on the mat, so the back legs are in the middle, as well as the stool, the back legs would be about in the middle of your mat, or a yoga block on the flat side in the middle of the mat. So we're going to come and take a seat. You can sit in the chair, and you have your block handy if you're in a chair, or it could be a book, something that can go in between your legs. You're going to come a little bit closer to the edge of the chair or the stool. With the block, you're about in the middle. And your feet can come out a little further from your ankles, the knees relaxed. Hands can gently grasp the knees. You want to find the firmness of the sit bones underneath you and try to even out that weight on both sides. As you press down, lengthen up through the spine. So you want to keep long through the spine, not rounding. And let the shoulders roll back and down. Relax through the face, gently soften through the eyes, maybe they're closed. We want to kind of limit our vision so it's not distracting us as we start the centering part of our practice. But keep the ears open as you tune into the flow of your breath as it gently moves from the inhale to the exhale to the inhale. And that just nice wave pattern of the breath. Notice your rhythm. Notice where you feel the breath flow in your body the most. Notice its characteristics. And sometimes thoughts will come in, and we know thoughts matter. Thoughts are important. So you notice what those are. And if they're negative, accept that fact that there's some negative thoughts. Then try to affirm them. Try to change them up into some positive thoughts. Because our thoughts turn into our words turn into our actions turn into our habits, and our habits are who we become and who we're known as. So as you work with that, noticing your breath, affirming your thoughts, try to still keep that spine lengthened as you press down through the sit bones. And then deepen your breath. Bring in more air, release more air. Feel it deeper in the body. Notice how more areas rise up as you bring in more air. And notice how more areas move in and contract as you let go of more air. Deep breath. Deep breath work is really important. It's more vitality to each cell, every corner of the body, all the organs. The lungs, we need to keep those healthy and strong. Deep breathe. Notice that a lot during your day, how you're breathing. And we'll move back to our natural rhythm of breath and notice how you're feeling. Might feel a little bit better after that deep breathing and focusing on positive thoughts. It's a practice, so you gently open your eyes. It's all a practice, so it's not all going to happen at once. It takes time. We're going to walk those feet back so the ankles are more underneath the knees. You can still find support on the chair or the stool or the floor with one of your hands. So let's say the left hand. And then we'll inhale that right leg up and long. So press through that heel, widen through the toes. Exhale, pull it in, point the toes down. Then inhale, back out. You can also extend that arm out to the side and then lower down. The next side will be left leg extends, left arm can move out to the side, widen the toes, point the toes, exhale as you come in, keep that spine long, and extend leg and arm. Let's try that again each side. Inhale, extension, spine comes in. You could round a little bit here now as a cat pose with the spine, and then extend up. Left side, inhale, arm and leg out, extend, reach, spread those fingers, round in cat pose, extend and release. One more time. Exhale, point the toes, press to the heel, widen those fingers, come back, left side. Extension of everything, get space, round in, just feel that back open up when you round. And extend. Nice. Now we'll walk those feet out, legs long. Adjust your seat as you need to, forward or back a little bit. But you want to, let's extend these legs. Inhale the arms up and lengthen. Press through the feet, widen through the toes, and lean the heart forward. But just as far enough as you feel a nice stretch in the back body, the legs, the low back, and then lower the arms down. Relax through the head, maybe the head goes up and down, side to side, shoulders are soft, but the legs are engaged, so you're squeezing a little bit at the tops of the thighs in towards the bone, just gently hugging in and walking the hands back. Move the bottoms of the feet together. Now on the chair, it might look more like this, and that's fine. We're starting to open up the inner leg line here. Hands on the side of the chair for support. You can hold on as you inhale that right arm up and over. Look up. Keep the sit bones grounded. Inhale and center. Exhale over to the side. So we're inhaling in the center. Exhale to the side as you reach over and your head turns up. Look up, let the eyes stretch up as well. So pelvis is staying firm and not moving. It's the side bodies. You're getting into that rib cage. And one more to the right, we'll hold. Now as you hold, move that left arm back slightly and slowly turn the head down to look towards the right hand, and the chin comes towards the chest. And you can bring that left hand to the back of your head and have the head push into your hand gently. Relax through the legs. Might be getting a little bit tired. See if you can release some of that tension, letting that muscles open up a little bit further. And turning the head forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, over to the side. Left side, right arm goes back. Head slowly turn to look at left hand. Drop the chin. Relax through the face, the jaw, the inner legs. Do some deep breathing, or you could add in breath of fire. You can add in those things that you're already in your practice, and then inhale, come on up. exhale, hands together. Use your hands on the outside of your legs to help move the legs towards each other. And move a little bit closer to the edge of our seat. Hands can come back on the floor or grab the chair or the stool. As you lean back, you can start with one leg pedaling and then go to the other leg. So a little bit of yoga pedaling, riding your bike. Keep those elbows in, relax the upper body, the shoulders, face, the neck. Or you can go slow, like you're moving through some really thick liquid. You can imagine what it is. And you could go fast, like you're going through water, really easy. And you can pedal backwards. And if that's a little bit of a confusion, that's okay. That's good for the mind. Makes connections. Makes those neuromuscular connections. And then release back down. Now you might want to take those legs long and just wiggle the feet, wiggle through the wrists. And as we bend those knees back, move them ankles under the knees a little bit more. Now start with just thinking about standing up. So your hands are going to be alongside the body. If you're on the block on the floor, fingertips on the floor. If you're in the chair, hold on to the sides of the chair or the back rungs of the chair, stool, hold on. So your elbows are soft on the inhale. You're firmly grounded into the chair, but your spine is still lifted. This is inhale. Exhale is pressing down and straightening the elbows and trying to lift a little bit up off the chair. Your sit bones feel a little lighter. You're hugging in your core to the midline, navel to spine. Everything comes in and then release. So inhale and exhale. Press down, lift, pull in, even the pelvic floor comes up. Face is still soft. Smiling, sends out good energy, and release. One more time, and lift up. Now you can either come slowly to standing, or you can try to stand up off of your chair, your stool. On the exhale, so inhale, then exhale, you plant your feet firmly. I like to put my arms forward to give me a little leverage. Then inhale, come up through standing, and release the hands. Now you can practice more of that. So if you want to do the practice coming down, then keep your focus. Maybe come up on to more of the balls of your feet and look back to where you're going to sit. Exhale brings you up. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale down. All right, good. So let's just shake out a little bit, get the body moving, not stuck anywhere. If you need support here, you can go to the wall. You can have the hands touching the wall for support. You can be hands on the chair. We're going to start with circling that right leg, the hip, the knee, the ankle. Just move it out to the side. One direction, circles the other direction. You can also take that arm and move it along with it. If you have one hand that supports you, and that's enough, go ahead and take the other arm off. So then we'll switch. Feel that groundedness of the standing leg as you pick up the other leg. So our standing poses, we are using mountain pose, Tadasana, always as a blueprint. You need to have that lift up, connectedness to the ground, root down to rise up, and release. So let's find that mountain pose. So if you're at the wall or the chair, use the support as necessary. Toes are pointing as forward as your hips and body allows. Feel rooted down through the base of the big toe, little toe, and the heel, both sides. Lift up the arch and the whole inner leg line. Then lift all the way up from the front body, these hip bones right here, ASIS, lifting the chest up, shoulders relax, head goes back, and the tailbone relaxes down. Then the outside of the leg line kind of relaxes down as you lift up the inner leg line, front of the body. So you want to keep this presence of the Tadasana, mountain pose, as you let yourself come all the way over to the left leg for standing. We're going to take that right leg and move it so the bottom of the foot is placed on the inside of that left leg. Now the standing leg, you want it to come into midline, hug in, just like we were doing before. Hug that into midline. And then slide that leg up maybe a little bit just below the knee. Never press into the knee. It's a kind of a joint that can cause you some drama, so just stay clear of pressing into the knee. If you want to bring it up, you could use some lift with your hand to move it up towards the inner thigh. Still don't let that hip move out. You want to press it into midline. Maybe you're still holding onto the wall with one hand, and then the other hand can come out, arms stretched out into the world with your good thoughts. So there's 3 gates to our thoughts, and we'll go into that as we switch to the other side. 3 gateways to our words and our actions. We'll find that mountain pose. Lift up in the front body, relax the back body, and then that weight goes on the right, turn the left foot in, slide up, keep hugging into midline, move that hip in, press the foot into the leg, leg into the foot, never on the knee. And lift up, arm can come out. So the 3 gates are to measure your thoughts, your words, your actions. Is it true? Are my thoughts and my words, my actions true? Is it kind? So even if they're true and kind, the 3rd gate, is it necessary? Are these thoughts, these words, these actions necessary? So these are the 3 gates to keep in mind as we continue, as we go through our day and continue with our relationships as we can in this moment. And release back down. You can take a dog at the wall or a dog with a chair. You can stretch out. You can come to the floor and stretch. If you wanted to come down onto your knees, walk your fingers forward, hands rooted, knuckles down, lift the knees, and lift the hips. Stay in your dog for a few breaths. And then come into a position that you would like to rest in for a couple of minutes. Maybe it'll be legs up the wall or up the chair. If you wanted to use the chair, have your hip. If you're using the wall, the same thing. Hip up against that, and then turn, rotate, so that your spine will be laying on the floor and your legs will be up. You could use your feet through the chair. Your feet could go through the chair, or the legs could be a little bit longer. You might have to push the chair away, arms away from the body. And feel supported, because you do have support. You do have support of this community and those around you. But feel that support now as you rest and you release the heaviness. Release the weight, release the burdens and the struggles. Lay it all down. And let go of the toes, let go of the fingers. Relax through the knees and the elbows. Release the whole leg. Let it go. Release both arms. Let them go. Be soft through the pelvis and the belly. Let the weight of the spine sink further down into the floor. The shoulders be soft, the neck relax. Part the teeth slightly to relax the jaw. Let the eyes sink back and release. Release the head. Let everything go and take rest. Take time for being. There's always enough time for doing. Take more of your time for being. We have this time to surrender into the pause for solitude. And there's some comfort there. There's comfort of knowing that you're enough with being. You are enough right now. Now it's up to you if you want to stay in Shavasana or if you'd like to come out. I'm going to sign off. So if you'd like to come out, slowly take your time, moving some parts of your body slowly at first, taking some deeper breaths. Rolling over to your side, pausing. It's always good to take a pause. And as you slowly come up to a seated position, if you want to, or just stay in your Shavasana. There are a lot of possibilities that you have when you have time to be. Deep gratitude for you as being part of this yoga online community. Be well, be safe, embrace gratitude and love and all the possibilities. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. I'll see you later, friends. Take care.